Providence United Methodist Church began as a small group of people who felt led by God to start a new church. Members believed God was providing them a great opportunity to come together for a common goal, to worship Him, to love and support one another, and to demonstrate God's love to the community through their time, talents, gifts, service, and witness. During initial organizational meetings in May and June 2002, participants had donated $228 to cover the expenses of renting meeting rooms. They agreed to offer $100 to Dr. John Deloney to rent David's Catfish Restaurant, where they would hold the first worship service. Dr. John later declined the offer and generously offered to open the doors of his restaurant each Sunday at no charge. The remaining $128 was sent to a Spanish Fort family who had lost their home in a fire the week before. In the beginning, the congregation had no name, no pastor, and was not affiliated with a denomination. The name Providence was suggested by Robin Montgomery and approved unanimously on Sunday, June 30, 2002. The name Providence means looking to or preparation for the future, benevolent guidance of God. Because most of the members came from the United Methodist tradition, it was decided to seek affiliation as a United Methodist Church. The church's roots in a catfish restaurant resulted in the nickname the Catfish Church. Soon, a group of retired United Methodist pastors helped the fledgling congregation by preaching and offering pastoral services as needed. These pastors, affectionately called honorary Catfishians, included the Reverends Marcus Smith, John Cooey, Langdon Garrison, Edwin Sells, Thomas Lane Butts, Warren G. Booker Jr., Ken Bishop, and Hal Threadcraft. Later, the congregation was also served by the Reverends Paul Nixon, Doug Williams, and Bishop Larry M. Goodpaster. In April 2003, the church received good news. The Alabama-West Florida Conference of the United Methodist Church was appointing a pastor. The Reverend Bob Sweet preached his first sermon for Providence at David's Catfish Restaurant on Sunday, June 15, 2003. On Sunday, July 13, 2003, Providence was chartered as a United Methodist Church. This first service as a United Methodist Church was held in the church's new home, a rented office building at 9543 Stagecoach Road in Spanish Fort. A total of 145 people, 118 adults and 27 children, were listed as charter members.
By what name shall this church be known?
It shall be called the Providence United Methodist Church.
In accordance with the laws and the discipline of the United Methodist Church, I hereby declare that Providence United Methodist Church is duly constituted and organized for the glory of God, the proclamation of the gospel, and the service of humanity. Amen and hallelujah.
On February 8, 2009, more than 300 people gathered in Providence's new $2.8 million building on 32200 Jimmy Faulkner Drive in Spanish Fort. When the worship service ended February 1 at the rented office building on Stagecoach Road that served as Providence United Methodist Church, the congregation didn't go home. Instead, they picked up their chairs and hymnals, loaded them into trucks and cars, and drove a few miles down the road to their new church building. The Reverend Sweet led the service, celebrated Holy Communion, and baptized 4.5-month-old Samuel Roger Wilder, son of Elizabeth and Kelly Wilder. Missions has been an important focus for the Catfish Church. Since its beginning, Providence has designated 10% of its budget for missions, with funds helping meet the physical and spiritual needs of people in our community and beyond, to be God's hands and feet in the world, and to encourage all who join in our church family to be an active part in bringing Christ's love to our community, our area, and the world. Things have not always been easy at Providence. the church has faced its share of challenges. Doubts and struggles cast long shadows, testing the faith that holds this church together. Yet, in the face of adversity, Providence continues to nurture one another, offering strength and unwavering support. Recognizing the devastating impact that cancer has had among church members, friends, and family, the congregation began participating in the Eastern Shore Relay for Life. In Providence's first year, over $13,000 was raised, which was the most money per capita, and received the Best Overall Team Baton, the Overall Spirit Award, the Top Online Fundraiser, and the Best Overall Team Theme. Like all churches, the COVID pandemic disrupted and challenged Providence in unprecedented ways. Once again, Providence was up to the challenge. Finding creative ways to gather, Providence continued to offer worship throughout 2020. When the church returned to in-person worship, it did so equipped with a whole new way of reaching people. While there has been a technical issue or two along the way, Providence's ability to live stream worship will be a vital part of the next chapter. On this 20th anniversary, Providence continues its mission of making committed disciples of Jesus Christ and sharing God's love. Today, the walls of the sanctuary reverberate with laughter, song, and the voices of a loving community. They stand as a testament to the power of resilience, the beauty of unwavering faith, and the triumph of love over adversity. To God be the glory.
This weekend, we're worshiping Jesus 'cause we're three wise men.